Hey guys, so different style video today. I'm gonna talk a little bit about different gift ideas or Black Friday hauls if you just wanna shop for yourself that I've already been capitalizing on the early Black Friday deal market, but wanting to hopefully get this out prior to actual Black Friday so that you guys can start putting together a list of things you want and things that are on trend or things that I'm liking currently. So I'll be covering a little bit about clothes and shoes that I'm grabbing, as well as skincare and health items, as well as beauty items that I'm going to be targeting. Some of these things I have already purchased, they're in a haul, I'll talk about that. Other things are Target items for Black Friday myself, so I will just link them. But yeah, looking forward to this one. Also, apologies if you see this video going all over the place with lighting and time and outfits of what I'm wearing. I think I'm gonna record this in chunks, so bear with me, but really excited. Okay, so first up is going to be my skincare and health picks. So I have spent way too much time on Skin Talk. So that's why I have such a high emphasis of skincare products in this haul. And I also just use this time generally to pick up refills of things that are more common every day for me, or even just use as an opportunity to maybe try some new products that I've been obsessing over from TikTok or the online dermatologists that I probably shouldn't follow, but do. So first up, I will say is the La Roche-Posay. Oh my goodness, it's not gonna wanna pick up, is it? Because my light's too bright. Urea Roughness Smoothing Lotion. So I believe this is actually more recent in the La Roche-Posay, which I'm probably butchering how you say the name, line. The Urea 10% is actually why I wanted to pick this up. I love their usual, I think it's called the triple moisturizing cream as a body cream. I love that one, but this one is supposed to be able to reduce flakiness and bumpy skin. This is one of those for, kind of the chicken skin arms, which I don't necessarily have, but is also supposed to be really great for strawberry legs, which I do get. Your girl's got some thick hairs, so a lot of my skin haul is actually going to try and be combating that. So pick this up, wanted to test it out, and we'll see how it goes. Let me know if you would like me to do a review video on all these different products that I've had once I've spent a little bit more time trying to use them. So for my next item, I also got the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Caffeine Eye Gel Cream, which has hyaluronic acid, caffeine, and peptide complex, which is to reduce dark circles and puffiness. So this is what the box looks like. I specifically got this one because actually looks pretty good in this lighting right now, but generally always have eye bags, but then also I have thin under eye skin. So I was trying to look up what ingredients are supposed to be best for that, and definitely found that it's supposed to be the caffeine, and actually peptide complex in general for everyone is apparently one of the holy grail for every and any problem, as well as just hyaluronic acid, which I do have a tendency really to like hyaluronic acid. So really have my fingers crossed, because I've never had an eye cream that I'm really like, wow. I've tried the Ole Henriksen one, which is probably like a 2016 beauty staple, but I feel like still makes the rounds of the list. I've tried one of the Beauty of Joseon, I believe that's how you pronounce that brand, the Korean beauty brand, retinoid one. That's one I currently use. I feel like that's the one I've favorited thus far, but don't really feel like that one helps me too much either. And I've also used some night ones. I think there was one from Pharmacy, I think it's called like Moonbeam or something. It was like a little potted one. That one didn't really do much for me either. So please, I'm hoping, because I feel like that's one of the toughest places on my face is my under eyes. They need some love. So we're hoping out for you, Neutrogena. So up next, since I already know her and love her, is the La Roche-Posay Lipikar AP Plus Gentle Foaming Cleansing Oil. So for this one, I've used their regular cleanser for the shower. I love that it can be used both body and face. They're unscented, so not drying. I really wanted to do the oil because I felt like this one would be even more hydrating within the shower. I actually also apply oil after I put lotion on as a sealant. So really excited to try this one. Next up, I have another shower product, which is the PanOxyl Acne Foaming Wash with 10% benzoyl peroxide. This is another item that's supposed to prevent not only the strawberry legs and the chicken skin, but one of the major reasons I wanted to pick this up is that one of the online dermatologists that I follow said that this could eliminate odors like that. I've been trying to up my game of just smelling like a flower at all times, and I think that would be stellar. So wanted to start at the base and make sure that I have no bacteria or anything that's focused on my skin before I start trying to apply layers of perfumey things. So really excited about this one. This is not an everyday thing to be used. Anything that has an acid base is definitely not something supposed to be used every day, but can be incorporated a few times a month. Not even a few times a week. I would definitely try and avoid it, especially based on your skin. Luckily, I have very combination skin, so it is not that sensitive, and I'm able to get away with doing these types of treatments a little bit more frequently. But that is my main focus, is to try and start my base to be able to up my scent game. So the next two items are the only non, kind of shower. They're health items, more focused. So I actually, again, following another YouTuber who wanted to make everything smell like daisies, talked about doing oil pulling. So I bought this really popular Guru Nanda oil pulling oil rinse, which is cocoa mint in flavor, and spoke very highly about the antioxidants in this and how much it changed her teeth whitening game, but then also just her breath after this. I don't think I necessarily have issues with that, but was really excited to try. And rolling into the next product that the same influencer also influenced me to buy was the TheraBreath dentist recommended whitening fresh breath oral rinse. She actually had a different version of this one, the cute little pink one. I think that one's pretty popular. This one I saw really mixed reviews online about the flavor. I tried it today. I thought the flavor was totally fine. I was afraid someone said it tasted like they squeezed a whole lemon in regular mouthwash, and I was terrified, but normal mouthwash taste, really good in my opinion. And I'll let you know if I see whitening effects, but in the classic no way, obviously I'm going to be incorporating two products that are whitening, so I won't be able to have a real hypothesis and test it as to which one is the true winner of what is helping my whitening game. So we will see, but those are the products that I've already received. I also plan to actually try the Naturium Glow Body Cleanser, so body wash, as well as its Naturium Glow Body Oil. I will let you know how I feel about that one as well, and I'll put details as per usual about that one next to me. But those are going to be my health and skincare pickups for this Black Friday. So next up, I have shoes. The first shoe I have is the Sam Edelman Laurs Loafer. These have actually been popular for quite some time. They come in a million color waves. What's specific about these right now is that the loafers are really in with the aesthetic of the whole trench coat and pleated skirt, plaid skirt, kind of schoolgirly, but elevated type aesthetic. I feel like it flexes into the office iron a little bit. In a trendy way, but also these are super functional for work. I wear these when I go in. They're tall, so they still give me a lift because I wear a lot of oversized well, not oversized pants, but I wear a lot of pants that are the wide leg style, and I like to wear them long because I'm short. So it allows me to have a longer leg and a longer profile. So I love that these have the lug sole. I think that's awesome. And then also just the metal detailing, that's thin, I think is really cute. But one of the other things that's hip to the season is it has the burnished leather on it, which I'm obsessed with. Again, it has almost like a mix between both the chocolate and chestnut colors that are super in this year, but burnished leather I've been seeing everywhere. That's, I feel like, a hidden trend of this season. So really love these for that. I think these are a great pickup, and I really hate myself that I'm already considering getting another pair in a different color. So we'll see. But the next shoe I have is from Amore. I actually haven't heard that brand. I feel like these are a knockoff of the Steve Madden red loafers that are in right now. But there's also a GH base and a few other brands that have these super beautiful burgundy loafers out right now. I opted for the cheaper version since obviously I did such a large haul of everything else. These also have a smaller lug sole, but I like that they have a lug sole. I'm still debating returning these and potentially getting the Steve Madden loafers, but I think there's quite a few, as I said, brands out there right now. If you want to get the burgundy loafer, again, another it color for the season. I think it looks really attractive with the colors that are in right now. So whether you have, you know, another burnished leather like bag, jacket, belt, or if you're wearing it with a classic tan trench coat, there's just, the options are endless. The beautiful gray and burgundy pairing that's in right now, just a lot of opportunities with current trends. And I do think that they're a classic silhouette and color that, you know, even if you don't really want to subscribe to current trends, it's a classic trend. So burgundy loafer. The next one, I have to caveat because it is not a pickup for fall or for winter, but they were a shoe I was obsessed with in the summer and was waiting for it to go on sale. So these are the Journey Collection Monkey, I believe is the style, sandal, and was always obsessed that they had the metal heel. I love that, you know, this style of offset heel has been super big for the last few years, but somehow still underdone. I don't feel like I see them out that often, and it's just a nice little silhouette change up that keeps it fresh. I think it will stay classic. I think you'll continue to see shoes with that. I think it's a modern classic is all I'm saying. But I love the braided detailing. I actually bought these in 3 different colors. Oops. And just decided which color I liked the best. I know it doesn't pick up well because I have a dark background today, being that it's dark outside. But I think I'm gonna keep them in the black. I don't really have anything that looks like this, and I really like it. So keep it classy with the black. For the last item, shoe item that I picked up and already have is the Vince Camuto Sangetti boots in chocolate fade. So I had been wanting the Sangetti boots since last season, but could not find them at a price point that I wanted them. These are stunning. Obviously, no words to be said. The color that I wanted last year, do not remember the name, but the entire boot was this color versus having the fade, as you can see here, for this color. They have a, you know, kind of flat tipped boot and then a nice kind of dramatic silhouette up to the heel itself. I love these. Again, this is almost a play on the burnished leather that's really big this year. I will say I did actually buy these last year in a different color wave and return them. They were from Amazon and they looked cheap. I swear they must have been some knockoff brand that's coming through, but they were actually in the color Spice. I remember that. They were not the exact color that I wanted either. I still think you can find them on Amazon, but I swear they're a knockoff because these smell and look like leather versus those. Those smelled like plastic and looked plastic. So I don't know, but these are great for styling. They're another classic. I think it's kind of a modern classic to, again, have the burnished leather detailing on it. I think they're beautiful. You can wear it with long skirts, short skirts. You could pair it with, you know, jeans. This one I got in wide calf. I am not a skinny jean girly. If you are, you could wear it over skinny jeans. I'm definitely gonna be wearing it if I wear it with jeans under my wide leg jeans, and that still, it will fit. So these are really really transitional between different types of styles, outfits, and seasons, since it's leather. So you could trudge through the snow if you need to. So really liked this pickup. The last thing that I'm going to talk about, which I still haven't debated if I'm going to pick up, but I think are exquisite, gorgeous, and completely on trend, is the Jeffrey Campbell Be Bold boot. I need these with every fiber of my being, but obviously as I have just spent money on 1,000 other shoes, I don't know if I should pick them up. But they are two-tonal, so they have the beautiful burnished leather again, but in a much brighter, I don't even know what color to call them, like a brighter camel, almost like but a more red toned camel color. And then they have a black heel on them. So these ones are a little bit more out there and have a little bit more interest and pop. But as you saw, I have a lot of shoes that are more classically oriented. So getting something like that has a lot more of a trendy aesthetic would be really great. But she pricey, so I don't know, we'll see. But for y'all out there, I think it could make sense. And I do know they have 10% off right now. So we'll see. That's part of their early Black Friday sale. All right, so I'm also going to touch on makeup and beauty items that I have not picked up yet because I need to wait for Black Friday for the best discounts to actually drop. And when I say this, I mean, I use Rakuten, not a sponsored video, but generally Rakuten during Black Friday can have anywhere from 15 to 20% off of a lot of top brands if you have it installed on top of whatever deal is being offered by the website of the brand, like the brand owner, if you will. So I generally like to try and double stack those. Quick pro tip, generally between Rakuten only having that percentage off during Black Friday itself, as well as the discounts offered by brands on their website at that time, this is generally a better time to buy health really, beauty, makeup, those types of products than Sephora sale, Ulta sale, hands down. I'm just leaving it there. Even if you don't use Rakuten, generally it's a higher percentage off. Of course, you don't get the Sephora rewards points. You don't get as higher in their premier status of their programs, but I think it's totally worth it. So the first thing that I plan to buy and have not yet is the Makeup by Mario palette, the new one that actually also has that like little blue pan in it. I'm really excited. It's bigger than their normal, basics palettes. They have such dreamy formulas. I've been to Sephora multiple times and, play with it. And I've been really excited to be able to try and cop that one. I really like the mixture of formulas that they have in that palette between, the shimmer shades, the mattified shades. And then I swear to God, some of them have a little bit of more of a sheen versus being totally mattified. And I love that it's cool tone. I know a lot of people talk a lot about that. There's not enough cool tone palettes out there. And since I have such a 90s lean with a lot of the outfits and aesthetic that I wear, I really love being able to have that cool tone to kind of complete. So really looking forward to getting the Makeup by Mario palette. On the other side of the spectrum, the price spectrum, I also plan to get the two e.l.f. O-Face little shimmer sticks. So they have one that's more of an icy champagne tone. They have another one that's more of like a spiced chocolate looking tone. Really excited for both of them. They're supposed to be multi-sticks, which I think are such an unsexy product, but my favorite product of all time are multi-sticks. So if I can wear it as, highlight on my lips, like on my eyes, I think it's such a beautiful type of thing to have. So love that. So gonna get those, but also from e.l.f. I plan to get the Finest Fleck eyeshadow singles, and those I'm really excited for. They're supposed to be a dupe for a lot of the Urban Decay, like Space Cowboy and like that whole line of eyeshadow products. And I actually love Space Cowboy, and I do own Space Cowboy. So we'll see if it compares. But I've been too cheap to buy a lot of the other eyeshadow singles that are in the same line as the Space Cowboy. So I'll be really excited to cop all of those colors on Black Friday. I also plan to get, as I said before, with the different health products I have, I want to be able to start almost like compiling a signature scent. So I'm getting a sampler pack of the Rio de Janeiro perfume sets. And so those are body sprays, and what I've learned about creating a signature scent is that you want to be able to have multiple levels to it. So I'm probably going to end up starting with a body oil that's going to be already hydrating because it's an oil, and then incorporate from there. So scented body oil all the way up to, you know, body spray, then probably a perfume and maybe even a hair perfume. So we will see, but that's going to be part of it. I love that I'm gonna be able to try the sampler set because I always joke that I make every scent smell like old lady floral. And for some reason it's true. When a lot of scents mix with my body chemistry, they just don't smell cute. So I actually love a lot of scents that are overpowering and they kind of stay signature themselves. So I feel like I'm gonna have to rely on a lot of scents that are very distinctive to create my own distinctive scent. So I don't just somehow default to old lady floral, please. But then the next item I plan to get is actually just a refill. As I said, it's another good time to just refill products that you use over the year. But I am a diehard for the Pat McGrath liquid eyeliner, not shadow, eyeliner, as well as their pencils. I get the liquid eyeliner in black, but then the pencil, they have a color called Shade, I believe it is, which is a really cool toned brown that I absolutely love when I want to do a brown line or do kind of a smoky liner look with brown, so it's not as harsh as the black. I think it's stunning. The formulas they have, they beat everything. I used to be the Stila girl for the wet. I used to be the Kat Von D. I'm gonna forget the name of it, but the Kat Von D one too. Those can't hold a candle. Once I got the Pat McGrath, I debated getting a new one and I was like, why? This one's so perfect. And it's like, I don't even need a new one, but I'm gonna get it now because I know if I don't get it during Black Friday, it'll die right after Black Friday and then I'll have to buy it full price. So here we are. But yeah, so I think those are really all of my beauty picks that I have going forward, but I think it's a good list for Black Friday haul. Okay, so as I said, I think I'm recording this in chunks. The last thing on my list that I wanted to go over was my clothing picks, which is actually probably my most extensive section, but I want to be able to do that when it's bright outside and you can see a little bit more of the dimension of the clothes, and I'm probably going to zoom the camera out a bit more so that you can actually see full length some of the items I have. There's a few jackets and longer items, so I want to make sure that you're able to see it accordingly. So I'll be back with you in the morning. Hey guys, so I'm back as promised in the daytime to be able to present the last section of the Black Friday haul, which is clothes. So starting off strong, I have this set that I bought from Naked, never purchased from them before, but obsessed with the quality. So these pieces are actually Josephine HJ times Naked collab. Could not be happier with the quality. And it was the exact texture that I wanted from these pieces. They said that they are suede, but they are more between the suede and soft leather type feel. So it's not that conventional suede feel where it's super fuzzy. It's more of a broken in leather is pretty much the feel to them, but really popular color for this season. Again, being more of that muted camel tone. And yeah, love that it's this long line trench and then matching midi skirt. Really would love to style these with some of the shoes that I showed before. So whether it's with the Vince Camuto boot and then having maybe a white button down shirt with it, or doing something to make it a little bit more casual and, pairing maybe, let's say even just a basic white or black tee and then having the burgundy loafers that I showed. So I think there's quite a few ways to wear this. You can wear it together, you can wear it separate, but really, really loving this collection, loving Naked, have never bought from them. And yeah, so this is the first pick. Up next is my Forever 21 haul. And before everyone is naysaying on Forever 21, I have to say, as someone who shops around a lot and feels the quality of different items, buys things and washes them to see how they wash up, but then also has just followed that Forever 21 has gone through several bankruptcies, and then seen that a lot of their stock has come from not only their own suppliers, but other suppliers, So I've actually seen perpetually through the life cycle of Forever 21, a lot of quality products come through. So we'll want to caveat that they're very hit and miss. So you really have to kind of know what you're looking for. So I do still shop there to generally get some cheaper items, whether it be super fast fashion pieces or I actually do really love their denim and the washes they have for them. So we'll caveat that, but to start it off, hopefully this picks up on the camera well, but I actually got one of these bustier pieces that have these pearlescent kind of dangle beads. I have seen these from a very expensive shop. I do not remember the name. I will link it if I can find it. But this is such a beautiful knockoff of those pieces. It does have the ribbing within it, and I would actually style it with this pair of oversized, like Curve Love 90s style jeans, the Stark Wash. I do not have one that is this exact wash. One thing, as I said, I do love about Forever 21, I think a lot of their washes are very just, I don't know, attractive. I feel like it's like the right colors of blue that I'm looking for. I will say if you ever buy their jeans, especially the darker wash ones, they will absolutely stain. So wash them before you wear them, as you should anyway, maybe twice. And I would also say just, you know, make sure that you are doing cold wash for any denim. So would absolutely pair these together. These have the style and fit, which is why I bought them, where they're gonna be really oversized. So you can see they have the wide leg, which I've been absolutely living for and loving. It makes me look more proportional just for the fact that I already have thick thighs. So being proportional to make sure that to the ground is a similar line, it makes me look longer because I'm also short. So love these together. I think this is something you can dress up with a heel and rock that, or you can really be kind of surprising with your element of style and potentially even put, you know, some sneaker with it and then maybe a racing jacket. So even with this pairing, I think there's a few different ways that you can style it. It's very versatile. So I will go on to the next pieces from Forever 21 that I got. So one other thing I want to note about denim that varies and really threw me off, just as another tip, is that not only are you looking at the wash of denim, but a lot of denim has different, let's see if I can actually get this in the camera, stitching colors, as well as these little grommets, what colors these are, and of course, the color of the buttons. So sometimes you could love the coloration of denim, but you feel like it clashes based on the color of the stitching or the color of the grommets. I always tend towards wanting to have a bright silver when it comes to buttons, these kind of beautiful copper fixtures, and then depending on the wash of jean, changes the color of stitching that I would want. But I used to be a big Levi girl. I still am to some degree, but I feel like sometimes their combinations of grommet color, stitching, and denim is just not for me. So if you feel like your denim's not looking right, pay attention to these little details. So I figured I'd bring us in a little bit since this is the last item from the haul that I'm keeping. Please let me know in the comments if you would like to see me ever make a keep or return video from my hauls. But focusing in here, the last piece is this black skirt, which I got because I love, one, skirts in general when you're out. It's really nice because no breeze is gonna lift up your skirt and be a problem or shimmy its way up or down your waist. So always love that for a skirt. But also noting that it has this wide belt detail that's really in right now with the specifically the grommets, which has been really trendy. I also like this because it's almost, I mean, I'm very short, so this isn't as like hot pant as one would expect, but those micro shorts or hot pants are really in. So for me, in styling this, generally I would wear a black or super dark brown tights with a black boot, potentially even would go so much as to say a big like scrunchy sock, the loafers, again, love me a loafer. And then on top, you kind of have your options because this sits tighter. You could wear, a top that's more tight fitted. So maybe a turtleneck sweater tucked in, or you could do something less fitted and do a chunky sweater. I have a tendency to prefer to have, little top, big bottom, or big bottom, little top, because I always think that makes an outfit much more interesting when you have kind of that play in shape. So I would probably tend towards actually having a larger top and then, you know, having a more fitted bottom for this. So anyway, this was the last item from Forever 21. So for the next part of my haul, want to cover the Gap and Old Navy pieces that I got. I have to say that both Gap and Old Navy and Banana Republic is also in that chain. All their pieces are so quality. I really am obsessed with them. I think that the stuff lasts, and yeah, so let's get into it. So I actually had got this herringbone pattern set, which I am obsessed with. I have already worn the skirt because I had to wear her the day I got her. But I think it's super cute. You can either wear the pieces together or alone. If you can't tell on camera, it's actually a brown herringbone, which I really love. It's not super in your face, so you're able to tell. I feel like that it's just more of that chocolate brown without it being too obvious. But I've been able to pair it with, you know, things that are both warm toned and cool toned. So I always think that's really helpful since it gives you more options between shoes and jackets and other accessories that you can wear with it. So definitely think this is a must cop. They do actually also have a matching pair of pants that you can get with this too, which of course I've been scheming on a little bit. So the next item in my Gap haul is actually this off-white or even kind of a winter white hoodie. And I have to say, this is actually a repurchase for me. I'd already bought this once. I'm obsessed with Gap's athleisure that they carry. So, you know, as the Gap hoodies got really big, I got more of the subdue hoodies, but I think their fleece line texture is phenomenal. They're so soft and comfortable. And I just had to recop this because I got my other one dirty and I was super sad, but really happy that they still had this colorway. So can't say enough things about all their athleisure, but this one is a choice of mine. That being said, those are the only items that have come in. And again, I want to get this video out in a timely manner so that you guys can use this to inform potentially your actual Black Friday lists. To note, and I'll post pictures of the other items that are coming in from my haul. So I have from Old Navy, they actually have a whole 90s edit that they've been, as a line, have put out. So I got a tennis dress from there. Really think it's cute. Definitely more focused for the spring and summer, but trying to save that guap right now to get it. From other Gap items, I also got two cropped collared shirts that are buttoned down, both striped. So I got one that's blue and then one that's kind of this more yellowed tone. Really appreciate the yellowed tone one. I feel like this is kind of a retro 70s vibe that I had not really been seeing in style, but I have a lot of Pinterest inspo that has that kind of aesthetic and vibe. Putting that underneath a brown blazer, again, really leans into a 70s, sometimes 80s style office vibe, and I really like that. So got both of those. Also love that they're cropped, noting that I feel like a lot of times cropped items look better on me, just based on my proportions, and they oftentimes allow for my waist to be shown, which is the smallest area of me. So loved those. I did also get a belt that is, again, that chestnut color. I have a tendency to always go in really hard when there's a color that I've not been able to find for seasons and seasons on seasons, and they finally have it. So leaning in to get that belt now, since I love that color. And then for the last item in the haul, I got a long coat that has the attached scarf with it. Another kind of it girl trend for this season. So really wanted to make sure that I was incorporating something like that into my outfit. I've seen those around since last year. Really wanted to cop one, but I felt like this was a good one for me. So I will leave it at that for the Gap haul. So that concludes my Black Friday haul. Hopefully you guys find this helpful. Please let me know in the comments if you did or if you didn't, or other things that you'd like to see me put together. Definitely know I didn't do as much of a styling focused video on some of these items, so let me know if you like the format of this video or if there's other types of videos you'd like to see me make. But thanks for sticking with me and hope you got some ideas. Bye.